This is your League City Animal Shelter Volunteer Weekly Update. These were the Forever Homes the week of 3/15/2016. For help needed, we have the Alex and Ani fundraiser this Saturday. It's from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. So far, we have no one scheduled for the 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. shift. We only have for the first half of the shift. This is a fundraiser, so during the time that we're there, 15% of the sales does go to the shelter. It is Easter weekend, so it is going to be a big holiday weekend, so hopefully we'll get a really big donation from this. So we do need volunteers to kind of help. So if you can sign up for that, that'd be great. We have PetSmart, where we do need helpers for Saturday. We have a lead, and we actually have one helper in the morning, one helper in the afternoon. But again, the goal is to have 2 helpers for each shift. So if you can sign up for PetSmart, please do so. We also need a lead and a helper for this Sunday. I know it's Easter Sunday, so people are busy and doing things with the family. So if you're not interested, I completely understand. We will just cancel for this Sunday if I have no one both lead and helpers for Baybrook PetSmart. And then we need people for the flamingo flocking crew. Now, I have had some people email me and tell me they're definitely interested. That is fantastic. More details are going to be coming. If you are interested in helping with this fundraiser, it is all hands on deck kind of thing. We need lots of people to make this work. We need help with the actual flocking and putting the flamingos out, people to help flock and take them down, organizing it, taking orders, make sure that each person who has organized and special instructions that they have, they get done. So we do need people to help with this fundraiser. If you want to kind of head it up or kind of be there to make sure things are getting done, run smoothly, please try to sign up and be part of the committee. All you would need to do is just email me and let me know. For volunteer opportunities, like I said, we will have the flamingo flocking coming soon, and I would like to have a crew meeting next Monday on March 28th here at the shelter at 5:30. We'll be talking about different things, such as trying to flock by neighborhood this time instead of people trying to drive around and flock all over the cities. Maybe we can just have different people in different sections and areas that they can take care of and be in charge of. And we'll talk things about organizing and where do you pick them up and where do we store all the flamingos, all of that good stuff. So if you're wanting to be part of the flamingo flocking, even if you could just do it just for one time, it doesn't matter. Come to the meeting so we can discuss things and get it organized. We already have several orders in, and we have several more people who have been talking about it and sending stuff. So we do need a lot of people to help with this. Upcoming meetings, like I talked about before, we have our quarterly volunteer meeting. This is for all volunteers. Welcome. We'll talk about things such as shelter cat enrichment, doggy group play, update on the new shelter building, and of course an open discussion where there's questions and answers where we can kind of talk about different things going on at the shelter. That'll be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on April 18th at the League City Civic Center. We also have the quarterly mentor meeting. This is for mentors only, so if you're level 4 canine or if a level 2 feline, this is for you. That'll be May 16th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. That'll also be at the League City Civic Center, and at that meeting we'll be discussing training for dog group play. So we'll actually really start getting everybody trained and making this happen, going over safer assessments, and again open discussion. For community outreach special events, we have the Autumn Leaves, where we visit memory care facility every 4th Tuesday of the month. The next visit will be Tuesday, April 26th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We also have the Dogs and Divas event, where there will be doing a fashion show with dogs. We have also been invited to be there to kind of promote the shelter and promote the animals at the shelter, and that'll be April 8th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. We also have a Girl Scout troop tour. We'll be doing a tour and then discussing them doing a service project through us, so that'll be March 23rd at 6:15. That's tomorrow. And we have the DISD Dog Washing Day. That'll be April 16th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We also have a Brownie Troop Tour. That'll be March 31st at 6 p.m. For community outreach adoption events, like I mentioned before, we have the Alex and Ani Charms for Charity, where we're doing adoptions and fundraising during that time. This is a big partnership for us, and it'll be a good opportunity. If this is successful, they'll also invite us back as many times as we want throughout the year. So we will be needing volunteers from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., and it's at Baybrook Mall this Saturday. We have the Moms of Galveston County Spring Festival. That'll be April 9th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Acro Sports. That'll be another adoptions where we bring in animals to try to find them homes. And then, of course, you got the Galveston Island Bark in the Park. That'll be April 8th at Kepner Park. For shelter news, this is very important. I know this was also posted on Facebook, but we also, for all the canine companion volunteers, be aware that they did experience a dog crossing under the fence this past weekend. There was it was kind of a bad interaction, so we need to be really careful about the dogs being able to cross over. We are in the process of trying to get fencing to put down at the bottom of it so it doesn't happen again, but until we can get that settled, please be careful and make sure that you're being diligent and watching the dogs and trying to stop them from climbing underneath the fence. For a volunteer spotlight, I'd like everybody to meet Michael. So Michael has been an LCAS volunteer since December. He's a very committed companion volunteer. He comes at least once every week and spends quality time with the dogs in the shelter. He spends time with the little dogs, and then he goes to the big dogs, and then he makes sure he fills up all the treat buckets before he leaves. So he's an awesome volunteer. Thank you so much, Michael, for being dedicated and coming your shift every once a week. It's really helpful, and we appreciate everything that you do. And that's it, everybody. Thank you so much, volunteers, and I will see y'all next week.